All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbrigade, joined by Chirpy here in Ravenscar, my backyard. It's a Thursday, and Mrs. Weather is on the road. She and Minnie Weather have just left for the airport. She is flying to New York City to go get and bring back younger Weather from her 4-week excursion in the ballet world of New York City. So prayers and vibrations for her, please, because she doesn't travel well. All right, what else is going on a Thursday morning? Oh, I wonder if I can show you the sky, because the sky is really pretty. And it's very nice out here right now, except for all the mosquitoes. But the temperature is low, the humidity is low. It's actually really nice out. I'm assuming once the sun comes up and starts beating on my pasty white flesh, actually it's not all that pasty white, it's going to get hot and I'm going to have to move into the shade some. But for now, I'm enjoying it, except for, I got the candle here. But I thought I'd put it down there and see it, because there's a slight breeze this way. And so I thought maybe that way the smoke would cover me and it would keep the mosquitoes away, but it's not doing that much. So maybe I should go get some blueberry. I don't know. Hey, John, good morning. You got time to stick around this morning, or are you heading out early again? Hey, Dan, also morning to you. But one of the benefits is after I get everything set up, I still usually have a few minutes before starting the show. And so I can walk over. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a lot of passion vine flowers. And so I pollinate my passion vine flowers, and I've been getting a ton of fruit this year, so I'm pretty excited. Hey, Kimberlyn. Hey, Bernice. Hello. So this summer, well, there's like these last few weeks, it's been really cool because Chirpy did find a mate and they produced an offspring. And Chirpy and mate and offspring have been hanging out in the tree here and, coming to get their peanuts and things like that. So, yeah, the young mockingbirds are kind of silly looking, but that's okay. Hey, Donna. Hey, Henry. Good morning. Coffee, good. Mosquitoes, bad. But so be it. What else is going on in the garden? Lots of ground cherries. Ground cherries. And assorted mints and horseweed, and just everything is exploding. I'm a little surprised. I still have the Texas dandelions growing. Let's see if I get the camera over there. Let's see, how far can I... So that yellow flower right there is a Texas dandelion. Pretty much a direct replacement for regular dandelions. A little less nutritious, but in some ways a little tastier. So, but yeah, I like them. Hey, Tina, good morning. Yeah, Henry. Yeah, Chirpy is full of it today. I think the problem is I'm too close to his peanuts. I've been trying to lure him closer and closer so I can get him on camera. And so the peanuts are right here now. I've been getting them closer and closer, but I think I'm too close. John, okay, quick morning. Work for a European company. Sometimes requires an early start to a day. I remember how that goes. Got to make the phone calls. Yep. Whoop. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Alan, so nothing other than Doc to pollinate the passion fruit? I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what pollinates them. But one thing I have seen is if I get involved in the pollination process, I get a lot more fruit. So there may be things flying around that will pollinate them, but in general, I find that previous years where I've just let nature take its course, I don't get many fruit. Now this year, I don't know if I'm getting a ton of fruit because I'm out here going do, or if it was the Snowmageddon triggered something or what. But it has been a bonanza of maypops. So, like I said, whether I'm responsible or not, I don't know. All right, Jennifer. So a lot of army worms here eating everyone's hay pastures. Are they edible for people? That I don't know. But man, if you got chickens, heck yeah. Most estimable. All right, dandelion is good for the C word. C word being cancer. Yeah, there's a lot of good nutrients and detoxification and things like that they've shown out there. Kind of interesting. Okay, the Gulf frittilary butterflies pollinate the maypops. I know they eat the maypops. I was thinking they would pollinate them, and I've seen the Gulf frittilary butterflies around, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm out here, and I got a lot of maypops. So if we have a mild winter this year, and then, when I'm out pollinating before the donut shop, that sounds bad. We'll see what happens. But yeah, 1 is anecdotal, 2 is coincidence, 3 is where you can start thinking about things. Whew. What else is going on? Hey Charles, good morning. Coffee. Oh man, I'm looking at my yard, and it's like crazy green, filled with everything. The plan was to haul some dirt in over the summer to raise some of the beds more, but they're so filled with plants that it's pretty much pointless at this point. So, but I have a number of seeds. Thank you, carpenters. Yes. So they sent me bundle flower seeds and a whole bunch more of the curled dock seeds. The curled dock seeds will be used this October at the Forage and Feast and Cook event. Well, I guess we cook before we feast out at Cato Mounds. Hey, Bonnie, is today? No, I keep thinking it's the 15th, but it's the 22nd when you go in and start having all the work done, right? Okay, Chris, I'm looking for herbal substitutions for TRT. I've looked into ashwagandha and fagagoya. I understand that I can't give medical advice, but would you know how these compounds affect the body? Also, you know anything about peptides as therapy for inflammation? Okay, I'm not sure what TRT is, so let's back up there one, and then we can go into more details, Chris. So TRT, I'm not off the top of my head familiar with that. As far as peptide therapy for inflammation, I really don't have anything for that. I always just use turmeric is the main one there. Hey, Surrender! It's been a while, man. You're back. Okay. Testosterone replacement therapy. Okay. So yeah, ashwagandha is good. So what ashwagandha does is it helps. It has multiple effects. It's one of those base herbs that does all sorts of great stuff. But one of the things it does is it does help convert. No, sorry. It helps if you are putting the effort into it while taking ashwagandha. You have a better return on your investment of physical exercise. So you get stronger. You build up more endurance more quickly if you're also taking ashwagandha. And one thing they've shown is as strength builds and muscle builds, testosterone starts increasing again too. So that's the basic work there. The phagogia, I'm not familiar with that one. I'd have to look into that one. But yeah, any sort of strength building generally has a positive effect on testosterone levels. So. Yep, and then ashwagandha, it's really good for that. It's also really good for general, testosterone. It's very popular right now for that. So as far as directly increasing the amount of testosterone, the research I've read on it, it doesn't work directly. It works indirectly by making it easier to build muscle mass. It also imparts feelings of confidence in the person, which goes a long way too. All right, Mom, Dad, good morning. Beautiful sunny morning. 1 2/3 rain yesterday. None hit the western part of the state. That's a lot of rain there. All right, Dan, my mother-in-law started on a dandelion tea mix my wife makes when she went to the hospice. Tumor shrank, and 1.5 years later, she's still around. Impressive. All right, the 22nd for the teeth. Gotcha. All right, yeah, Dan, inquiring minds want to know, was there anything else other than the dandelion in there? Like I said, I'm a big fan of prickly pear cactus products, the cactus pads, the fruit, and the flowers. There's some really good science showing that helps prevent cancer too. Hey, Sherry, good morning. Laura, good morning, eh? Okay, yes, it is an herbal tea blend my wife mixes, so there's more than this dandelion in it. Curious. All right, John, say hi to the Europeans. Okay, camping cooking options. What's the best? All right, so you need to narrow this down, Laura. Some are we talking what sort of cookware? Are we talking car camping? Are we talking backpacking? Are we talking foods? Camping to me, there's a wide variety of camping type stuff. So I need focus. Yes. Helen, good morning. First time catching it live. What is bee balm used for, and what's the best way and when to harvest it? Okay, so bee balm, it has some antibiotic properties and upper respiratory soothing and repairing properties. The best time, depending on where you're at, if you still have some flowers, like my bee balm is pretty much done already. The flowers are gone, but you want to get it either before it flowers because there's compounds in the leaves that you can take, or so you can take the leaves before the flowers appear, or once the flowers appear, take the flowers and use those. And then you can just let them air dry. You don't want to dehydrate them. By air drying, you allow some enzymes to break down the cell wall, so you have escape routes for the compounds inside the cells to get out into your water or your alcohol or whichever infusion method you're using. So air dry the leaves. The flowers, you don't have to air dry because most of the compounds in the flowers are on the surface. However, the flower head they're attached to does benefit from air drying. So let them dry for about 2 weeks, and then just a tea, like 1 tablespoon in a cup of hot water. Let it soak, not boiling, but hot water, like 180 degrees-ish. Too hot to touch, but not boiling. Let it soak 15-30 minutes, strain out the plant material, drink it down. Decongestant, expectorant, general upper respiratory cleanser, repairer, breather, helper type thing. And then also antibiotic. So food poisoning or as a wash on an external wound. So did that help? Hopefully that helps. If you have any more questions, speak up. And again, greetings and salutations. Hey, Alicia, good morning. Okay, Chris, that helped? Yeah, big fan of ashwagandha. Okay, would you please talk about how to eat desert hackberry fruits? When to eat, health benefits, does anyone want seeds? Does anyone want wolfberry seeds to trade? Okay, so the desert hackberry, that is the spiny one, found more in central Texas and South Texas. Instead of the hard red fruits that the normal hackberry has, it has small orange fruits, yellow-orange, kind of yellowish, kind of orange. And basically, when they're looking kind of deep yellow-orange, taste it and eat it. They're soft. So they're softer than the sugar hackberry. So you can just pop it in your mouth and start chewing. And if it tastes sweet, you got it ripe. And then go ahead and eat it. Eat the seeds too. Crunch up the seeds. Swallow those. Get the full meal from it. Or you can mash it up and boil it into a syrup sort of thing. But again, you want to pulp everything, including the seeds.
As far as health benefits, the leaves probably are loaded with antioxidants the same way as other Celtis species are. So if you take the leaves, dry them, make a tea out of them, they're high in antioxidants, which are always good for a body. So yeah, those are the main things. So from the health benefits, I would focus on the leaves. And for the eating, yeah, wait for the berries to be kind of yellow-orange. Pop one in your mouth, eat it. If it's sweet, you're good to go. If it's not, wait another week. They do not last as long as the Celtis occidentalis. They're the common hackberry, aka the sugar hackberry. With the sugar hackberry has the very hard coating that seals out oxygen, and so the stuff inside doesn't spoil. Whereas the desert hackberry, being a softer, slightly juicy berry, it does go bad fairly quickly. All right, does that help? Hey, Constance, good morning. Ooh, okay, my AC compressor fan bit the dust. Wait to see what the damage will be to my wallet. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Okay, yes, I have an infestation of it. Thank you. Infestation of bee balm. It's just a really nice tea, too, just drinking tea. Okay, 10 camping with 10 kids and up, going to private properties. Ooh, spots on hip camp, not campgrounds. Budget isn't big. Wasn't sure if I should get a Coleman stove, portable barbecue grill for cooking of food when not doing straight on the fire. Oh, man. Okay. I like the Coleman grills. Get propane. Get a propane. I'm trying to decide, do I want you all to talk amongst yourselves? 10 kids? Yeah, 10 kids, you're going to want to... Yeah, okay, yeah, let's... All right, you're going to want at least a 2-burner Coleman stove. At least a 2-burner Coleman stove, because you got 10 kids to feed. One, like breakfast, you got water boiling to make oatmeal, and another making, the other burner making some pancakes. So yeah, definitely a Coleman grill, propane-powered Coleman grill, because that will be the quickest, easiest, most trouble-free, least likely to cause any problems. And if you're used to cooking on gas, you got it there. You already got that experience. You can adjust the flame and stuff like that. So really, really good, especially with 10 kids. You definitely want some sort of kettle, like I said, for boiling water. The boiling water is not just for drink, coffee and oatmeal, but it's also for washing the dishes afterwards, where you need boiling water to rinse and sterilize the dishes. Now, as far as foods, if you're tent camping, okay, how close is the car going to be? Can you use canned goods and other prepackaged type foods? You can make macaroni and cheese on a Coleman stove. You got the pot, you got the milk in a cooler, away you go, butter, things like that. So yeah, I would not do the portable barbecue grill. Anything you can do on the barbecue grill, you can do on the campfire. I would check with the hip camp and see to make sure if they actually have some sort of grill for their fireplace. If they don't, swing by Canadian Tire or something like that and see if they just sell the cast iron grates that you put on a campfire to cook steaks and sausages and things like that. Cast iron pans, definitely cast iron, because they can heat up really well. They heat up evenly. You got to turn them a little, but they heat up and they clean up really well, really easily. Great for especially over the campfire, because over the campfire it can get hot enough to start warping a lot of the other standard stainless steel type pans and things like that, whereas the cast iron can handle the heat better. Oh, important thing, Laura, look up 3-tub dishwashing. Do a DuckDuckGo search for Scouts 3-tub dishwashing. And what this is a dishwashing technique for camping, where you have 3 tubs. You have hot soapy water, you have hot clean water, and you have cold water with a little bit of bleach in it. And so after you're done eating, everyone's licked their plates and stuff clean. You put it in the soapy water, biodegradable soap, clean it up, rinse it in the fresh water, and then dip it in the chlorinated water for a final sterilization. And that is good too. But yeah, you can ask more questions tomorrow or privately or whatever, and I'll help zero in more on what you're doing there. Hey, BJ, Evie, good morning. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Roxana. Ooh, Laura, my pears are all ready for picking very early. Apples are starting to fall, which is 50 days early. Yowza. Ah, Alicia, yes. How is the Moon and Mars soil going? Nothing's growing. So I don't know if it was a problem with the seeds. I'm actually suspecting it's a problem with the seeds because they haven't sprouted in the control group either. So at this point, I'm looking at replacing the onions with wild violets and starting over there. Using the same soil, just putting some of the wild violet tubers in there and see what's going on. But yeah, at this point, I got nothing. But that's science for you. Oh, the one thing I do have, unfortunately, is slightly funky smells. So using the cow manure, even though it was dehydrated on the range or on the grill out here, cooked down and dried in and mixed into it. Once I started watering the soil again, and we get kind of a funky cow manure smell, which the wife is not happy about, but she understands it's science. So, yeah. So right now, it has not been working. And then ever juice the pears for wine? Oh, okay. That's directed to Laura. Yep, you need to. Kind of a pear applejack sort of stuff. Ooh, and you're in Canada. Laura, so what you can do, one of the things they used to do, like in the colonies and so forth, is to, well, with most wild yeasts back then, you could get maybe 6%, somewhere between 3 and 5% usually. Occasionally you might get some that get 6%. But anyway, with the wine, depending on the yeast, you can get, like, as up to maybe 14 or 15% alcohol. Then you take it outside on a very, very, very cold winter's night and let it freeze. And so what will happen is water will freeze out and you'll get like ice layer and slushy layer. The slushy layer is where the alcohol and all the other sugars and everything from the pear juice is, and then the upper part is just frozen water. So you take the ice out, and that's a way of concentrating the alcohol down. So now it's more like 25% alcohol. And here comes the sun. Hey, Wolf. Good morning. Yep, Chris, roasting hot dogs over the fire is a good learning experience for kids. Maybe you can get some recommendations on types of wood to use as skewers. Yeah, it's more which ones not to. You want a nice strong wood, so like oak, hickory, maple works well, or even just the, honestly, I like the fork style, metal grilling things, because with the fork, and then you put the sausage on this way, you can flip it over and, the sausage flips with it. Whereas on a stick, sometimes if you make the hole too big, you're trying to turn the stick and the sausage is just, spinning and not turning. So, especially for beginners, big fan of the metal forks with the wooden handle, because the metal gets hot. So the long barbecuing skewer, the barbecue forks with the metal handle. Check those out, especially for newbies. Hey, Jonah. Good morning. All right. Let's see. I will take any and all excuses to go to Canadian Tire. Me too. Car is next to the tent because bears and coyotes. Yes. Good morning. Just jumped in. What world problems are we solving today? Today's discussion seems to be two-pronged, as usual, or well, no pun intended. So uses of bee balm, actually 3. Uses of bee balm, testosterone replacement, and campfire cooking for 10 kids. So I'm kind of leaning more towards the campfire cooking stuff, or camping. So it's not just campfire, it's also camping. Oh, Laura, why? Ooh, of course, Dutch oven. Metal Dutch oven. And look up Dutch oven recipes. You can pretty much cook anything in a Dutch oven if you know what you're doing. You can do a roasted chicken, you can do pizza. A good thing I like is a tortilla casserole, where you, in the Dutch oven, if you're going with the Dutch oven, also get the Dutch oven liners, which is parchment paper you lay down in the Dutch oven and cook everything in the Dutch oven in the parchment paper, which makes cleanup, you lift the paper, it's clean. Awesome. So Dutch oven, the Dutch oven liner paper, which looks like a big coffee filter almost, that fits down in the Dutch oven. And then you put layers of tortilla and cheese, and then you mix together canned shredded chicken, refried beans, sour cream, some diced onion, some like taco seasoning. Mix those together and just go, like tortilla, cheese, filling, tortilla, cheese, filling, tortilla, up, to the top of the Dutch oven, and sprinkle cheese on there and cook that thing in there. Good stuff. And then, of course, there's also the cobblers and the pineapple upside down cakes and all the other, Dutch oven. Yeah. Now, the Dutch oven, that is mainly used on the campfire, or you can also use charcoal briquettes, especially for beginners. I would recommend the charcoal briquette method, because you can get charts that tell you exactly, okay, you need the Dutch oven at X temperature. Get ones with the long legs. So you set, to get to X temperature, you need 6 coals or 6 charcoal briquettes underneath and 5 on the top. So one of the things with the Dutch ovens is you can put charcoal or fire on the top of it and underneath it, so you get heat from both sides. And so there's good charts on telling you again how many charcoal briquettes you need for a specific temperature in a particular size Dutch oven. Great way of cooking. Absolutely fantastic way of cooking. All right. Ooh, let's see. Hey, Doug. Good morning. Hey, Tim. Hello. Ooh, man. Woof. Our summer here in Maine has been mostly like Texas November, so pretty damn nice. Yep. Funky smells. Science. Miss my days in the lab. Yeah. This is... I've made a lot of nasty smelling stuff in my days, and this isn't the worst, but it's not good, and it's subtle. It's like something stinks, sort of thing. So, all right, we had our first we had a hard frost during bloom stage. So far, all the berries and fruit flavor is sour. That's a bummer. Slightly funky smells. Isn't that a boy band? I think that's just boys in general, really. Yep. Winter alcoholic slushies. One more benefit of being in Canada. When my friends were shocked that our highs were in the low 70s in June. Doesn't shock a Minnesota boy. Hey, Kay, good morning. Oh, cool, Dan. Have made the frozen stuff using a 5-gallon bucket in a deep freeze. Nice. All right. Oh, I have a Dutch oven. Never would have thought of that. Liners are one of the best things ever invented. So true. Because, cleaning a cast iron pan, it's pretty straightforward. You pour the boiling water, you scrape, you reseason, you're good. And with the Dutch oven, it's just bigger, more surface area, longer, harder, clunky. So, the liners, most excellent. But and again, in the Dutch oven, you can use the basic casserole recipe to make any sort of thing. Another thing my family likes is tankito casseroles, where you get the little rolled up chicken tanquitos. I'm probably saying it wrong. Die, mosquito. But same sort of thing. Layer of taquitos, layer of the filling, layer of cheese, layer of taquitos, layer of filling, layer of cheese. Or if you want to be spicy, flip the cheese and the filling layer. But yeah, you end up again with cheese on the top and away you go. It takes a little longer to cook because the taquitos are usually frozen. But good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, the cobblers and the cakes and artesian bread and biscuits and gravy. Oh. Yeah. All right, that sun's getting a little warm. I guess I'm going to move into the shade a little. There we go. Good. Stay. Okay. Coffee. All right. What else we got? Ooh. Oh, Laura, don't forget ketchup potato chips. Dan, love my Dutch. Yeah, Dutch ovens are awesome. Okay, Kay's going. I really like my Coleman fold-up camp stove. It sits on top of my Coleman. Oh, yeah, the fold-up oven. Sorry, the fold-up camp oven. Yeah, Dad has one of those he really likes, too. So for making, baked goods, pizzas and biscuits and things like that. Yep. Breadsticks. Ooh, yep. Chilies and stew. And even if it is just Wolf's brand canned chili. Can you get Wolf's brand canned chili up in Canada, Laura? And beef stew on a cold, afternoon or cold evening. That's really good with some bread dipped in there. Ooh. Also, Laura, look up stick bread. And then after reading about it, ignore what they told you and go out and get a packet, or probably 2, maybe 3 in your case, of the instant pizza dough. Do I have some here? Maybe. The hold on. Let me just look. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So one of the things I really like doing is I'll just get the pizza crust mix, and it's just add water, knead it for a while, set it aside for like an hour, and it's a pizza dough. It's a self-rising. It has the yeast or something in the. Stop. I pressed the stop. Okay. Yeah. So you make it up following the directions. And then you put it in a bowl and just let it sit and rise for an hour. And while you're doing that, you go out and you find some sticks, about that big around. So smaller than a baseball bat, like 1 inch to 2 inches in diameter. Green sticks, maple, hickory, something safe, some sort of wood that is non-toxic. You need to peel the bark off. And then while the pizza dough is rising, you preheat the sticks by holding them over the fire. So you want to get the sticks nice and warm. Warming the sticks, because you're kind of cooking from both sides. So warming the sticks. And then after the hour is ready, you take the dough and you pull off pieces, roll it out into, the worms, thick worms, about 1 inch thick. And you wrap that around the stick. And then cook it over the fire, rotate, slowly rotate, and get it a nice toasty brown color, and then eat it with some butter or Uncommon Bees honey, and really, 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 really delicious. You can also, drizzle some honey on it. You can mix things like Parmesan cheese and different seasonings, different herbs into the dough during the mixing process and kneading process, and that's really good. So you can make an herb bread, but yeah, then you can make the stick dough bread, or you can do all that, and instead of using a stick, you can throw it in your Dutch oven. But yeah, the pizza crust mix is an awesome thing to take with you into the woods, because it's really, really, really versatile, and you can make really good bread out of it, and you don't have to measure it. You just add a cup of warm water, Thin roses. It's saying there. Yeah, somewhere. I'm sure it says somewhere on there. Combine. Oh, 1/2 cup hot water with that. So it doesn't even take a lot of water. So yeah, very, very, very good. Stacked enchiladas. Huh. Man, that's weird. No blossoms on the Turk's Cap yet. Mine are exploding. It's a little late in the year for you, but maybe again it's the cool weather. Yep. Helen. Oh, you're an experienced Dutch ovenist. Yes, stacking the Dutch ovens. That is good, especially if you have, again, you're trying to feed 10 people. You probably do want at least 2 Dutch ovens and doing the stacking trick where you have coals and Dutch oven, then coals on top of the Dutch oven, and Dutch oven, and then more coals. Yeah. I learned more here in 30 minutes than I learned an entire semester of human studies. Okay. Ooh, yes. Biscuit, cinnamon, butter, and honey. Oh, yeah. So the other thing you can do with this, you can mix some sugar into the dough, and then you can roll it out, and then you can smear the butter and brown sugar on it and use it to make cinnamon rolls. It's just kind of an all-purpose flour with everything in it to rise and make bread, and then you can jazz it up with stuff. Oh, wow. My Matura is going to town. It's making a seed pod. Only one? You got the spiky one? Hey, Julie. Our favorite gym rat. I don't understand how teenage boys can smell all the time, even when they shower multiple times a day. It's a mystery. I think it's like, I don't know, a defensive measure or I don't know. I will say, the teenage boys got nothing on ballerinas, though. Just saying. Holy moly, yeah. Hey, this is ideas you can take out to the next Toyota gathering there, Henry. It'll be the Camp Cook King. Yes, oh man. Okay, Chris, another good side effect of being off prescription medicines is I can drink grapefruit juice again. Yeah, grapefruit juice is funky and weird, and most doctors and pharmacists really dislike it because for whatever reason, it does screw up a bunch of prescription medicines. It has some really funky chemistry going on. It's interesting. So grapefruits are not a natural fruit. They were created synthetically through breeding. I mean, so it was like crossing this, pomelo with this lemon and this, and all this sort of thing. And in the result is you get some really funky chemistry that messes things up. I know over on the Medicine Man Plant Co. Facebook page, which you all should be following, Facebook/Medicine Man Plant Co. A few months ago, I posted a big long article about the effects of grape juice on prescription medicines and the history of the grapefruit, because it really is fascinating. It's not quite at the level of corn as far as amazing selective breeding by humans, but it is a pretty funky fruit. Hey, Dina, sliding in late. That's all right. Hey, Curtis, welcome back. We have canned chili. Haven't heard of Wolf? We have more imports with USMCA now, so it's easier to get canned foods. Yeah, so Wolf brand chili it's a Texas chili. Good stuff. Crickets, another tasty campfire food. There we go. Stable can't wait for fall, so I will start making chicken stew again. Yum. Okay, Dan, I do taquito with enchiladas sauce, topped with cheese, baked 350 degrees in the oven. Tastes like TV dinner enchiladas and super easy. Oh, that does sound good. And chicken cheesy rice goodness, as she calls it. Oh, yum. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah, Diane. On like the breadstick or on the stick bread. Oh yeah, I would because of thickness issues, you don't want the bread too thick because then it doesn't bake all the way through. So I would go with half a cheese stick, just peel it in half, roll that in the dough, roll that around the hot stick and go there. That would be amazing. Yes. Okay, now who's ready for a camping trip? Me. All right, 4 Dutch ovens, Chris. Awesome. Yeah. There's a thing about Dutch ovens too, is the people that have them and cook with them, they are usually patient, tolerant, but experimental people, and always fun people to be around. They have these big Dutch oven cook-offs and camping groups and all this sort of thing that are just awesome to hang out at, and seeing all the wonderful foods they've created in the Dutch ovens. Oh, okay. Okay, Helen. Old Scouter here. A Scouter is a person that pays to be a volunteer leader in the Cubs and Boy Scouts. Oh, okay. So yeah, then you got the skills. You're going to like it here. All right. Let's see, just quick. All right. Are you telling me that our corn is not the natural corn of the first people? Okay. So, no, it's not. But the amazing breeding and selective breeding was done by the first people. Sweet corn. If you haven't heard the story of sweet corn, okay, Bonnie, your job tomorrow is to bring up Mark. Tell us about sweet corn, because I don't have enough time today yet to talk about sweet corn, because it's time for the group take. Yay! But yeah, sweet corn. Oh boy, when you hear about sweet corn, you're gonna freak out. All right, time for the group take. Like I said, this is how I keep food on the table and a roof over the head. So I am the creator of Medicine Man Plant Co. The formulator, not the creator. But so these are my products. The immune pill, the echinacea, elderberry, cordyceps mushroom, self-heal, and a little bit of vitamin C to help keep both your innate and your selective immune systems pumped up and running. The brain pill, lion's mane mushroom, sage, and ginkgo leaf. Oh, it smells wonderful. The liver pill, so burdock, milk thistle, and flaxseed. Don't forget, the liver is a waste disposal unit for the body, so keeping it running fully functioned, maintained, supported, and working fast keeps you cleaner. A uric acid pill, for those of you that have the pain and buildup of uric acid in your joints. I don't, so I don't take it. The blood pressure pill, for maintaining the proper circulatory health. Like I said, I have low blood pressure, so I don't need a full dose. But I take a partial dose just because it has some really great antioxidants and other things in there too that have secondary effects beyond just the blood pressure. The Serenity pill, for feelings of confidence and just not, what's the word? Yeah, just not feeling. There are certain words I can't say without getting the FDA down on my case, but yeah, feelings of confidence in, say, social situations and things of that nature. The libido pill. Maca root, goldenrod, and also a little bit of burdock root in that one too. And then very soon, we're just days away from the Stonebreaker being available, but it's not available yet. Curtis, I always wanted to go to a Dutch oven cook-off. They are amazing. Absolutely amazing. There are at least one, there's got to be more than one Dutch oven group on Facebook. Check that out too. Yeah. Well, so selective breeding of plants is different from GMO. Yes and no. It's parsing the English language there in the mind of this scientist. I thought I saw Chirpy. All right. 8:01. Wait a minute.
Okay, so at this point, it is time to shut down the shop. So, Mom, Dad, love you. Hopefully you get more rain. Hopefully the rest of the country gets the rain that Houston has been drowning under. As yeah, you all are in a drought. And so if you look at the farm reports, the wheat and the corn is looking like a really bad crop this year. So in addition to the, what they say, 5.4% inflation that has already hit just because of overprinting money, the food prices are going to go up even higher. So get ready. And I will say, in an airtight, moisture-proof container, flour can be frozen in your freezer for quite a long time. All right, everyone. So at this point, again, love you very much. Thanks for hanging out with me for a half hour. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I still got a call tonight to see if I have jury duty tomorrow. But so far, like I said, after all the warnings, bring a bag because you're probably going to get picked and be sequestered and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, actually, we don't need you. Okay. Whatever. All right. Third time. Mom, Dad, love you. Drive, love you. End broadcast. Bye-bye.